My name is Bryce Hoffman. I started Gen&Co TCG. Started in 2023, but really are now starting to move things along. I've been a collector basically all my life, especially when I was a kid. I was born in 2001, so let's just get that out of the way. I might look older than I am, but I'm 124. That being said, we started this channel to pretty much showcase, what we do, how we started the business, how we're planning on making the business thrive, and just all the fun stuff, to be honest with you. I know videos like this where people are just talking kind of get boring, so don't worry. I'm going to show you all some of the slabs and singles that we're bringing to Galveston. Galveston will be our first card show, and yes, I know you're wondering, I think y'all been business or whatever since 2023, and we have, but that really mainly started just with the collecting, right? So we took the collections that I had that at the time didn't know it was a business, but I always still used the handle Gen&Co, right? So now I'm just kind of operating it into a business. I'm really excited for this journey, man. That's why I really wanted to start showcasing. That's why I wanted to start just posting out videos for everyone to see, right? I mean, and truthfully, that's one of the biggest ways to elevate your business, right? Is have an online presence and to showcase what y'all are doing. And I'm not afraid to come out here and show y'all what I'm doing. And if y'all learn something from me, or if y'all don't, and just enjoy the content, hey, bless up. That's either way is good for me. So that being said, our first card show is in Galveston, May 24th, 25th, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. And so me and my guys will be there, and I'm going to show you all what we're going to be bringing to the Galveston card show. And I'm also going to be talking about a little bit of how we plan to thrive the business, right? And kind of my business plan. I'm going to share with y'all kind of what I feel like needs to be done in order to elevate who we are. So let me get into some slabs, some singles. I'm going to show y'all, and we'll keep this rolling. Right behind me, as you can see, we have one of our slab cases. Now, I want to get to the fact that the Galveston Card Show, this is the first time they're ever doing it. Holding the Galveston Convention Center on the seawall of Galveston, in Texas, by the way. And so I think it's going to be a little smaller of a card show, if I'm kind of feeling the vibe right. Like I said, this is our first time vending at a card show, me and my guys, so we're super excited. We're also going to bring some content from there, so get ready for that. That's going to be freaking crazy. So from what we decided, and what I mainly decided that I wanted to do, was kind of put a middle ground to what we bring to a Charlotte show like that, right? Especially our first show, we're looking more into, rising our inventory, truthfully, right? Our inventory is at a good level, right, to where we can do a card show really well. But for further on, we want to hit as many card shows as we can, truthfully, right? That's the name of the game, and for a business, you have to have a table in order to succeed, or you have to buy at a lower percentage in order to gain a little more, right? So hopefully for me, I'm not even looking for cash, I'm looking more for trades, hopefully, and make someone's day, get the card they want, and we make a little more so that we can keep scaling our business. That's the name of the game, right? So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna show you kind of what we're bringing. Like I said, it's kind of that middle ground. There's nothing like super crazy, but it's kind of what I think it would do really well at this card show in particular. So I'm gonna show you all a few. First off, there's definitely a big variety in here. You'll see there's not just PSA, there's not just CGC, it's not just Beckett. We have Ace grading, we have CGC of course, pristine and 10s, and then of course we have PSA 9, 8, and 10s, right? The lower grades are 100% vintage, right? As expected. I don't think I would bring a modern Greninja PSA 6. I think I would just crack it at that point, right? So I'm gonna show you some stuff, and then we're gonna get into some singles, because singles are literally the same way. There's some high-end stuff, there's some lower-end stuff. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you everything. I think the best way to do it is if we just go by categories, right? And yeah, by the way, this is my apartment in the background. And I know if you look in the back left, there's a King's Cup. I just ate earlier. I promise you, it hasn't been sitting there more than over 3 days. Okay, so don't give me shit for that, please. I just ate that. Okay, and it's trash day tomorrow. So, anyways, I'm gonna go category by category for everyone. So first, to start off with CGC, that's probably the of course, the more reliable brands in terms of grading, but they've gotten a bad rep recently just because people and whatnot freaking use them 24/7, right? They're just easier to trade and easier to sell in terms of a lower, so more people want them. That's for a way lower cost. That's how I see it, at least. So I'm gonna show you some stuff. We have a Umbreon and a 9. Sorry, the light's on it, but you'll see it. Umbreon and 9 from Terrestrial, Japanese. We have a Sleeping Raichu from Clayburst and a 10. Gorgeous card, by the way. We have Blastoise from Stellar Crown, I believe, and a 10. We have Zamazenta V. Fucking gorgeous, man. At 10, we have a Pop 1 Charizard from Brilliant Stars. It's a Pop 1 right here. This is a hard card to, I guess, put a price tag on, only because it's one of a kind, right? It's the only one, and I don't really know, so we're gonna figure that out. We have a Pristine 10, Gengar, Japanese, CGC, gorgeous card by the way. We have a banger of the group right here, the Milotic, and a 10, phenomenal card, Surging Sparks, absolutely gorgeous. By the way, if y'all didn't know, some random fact, that this card and then the Feebas, right? There's also a Feebas. You can make a full card because the Feebas is card, the full art is right under it. So it looks like it's underwater. So you have the Milotic on top and then you have the Feebas below. So just a random fact about that. And then this one I'm actually going to end up be cracking. It was just in my case and I didn't even know I grabbed it, but this is what I'm cracking. And it's a Magic Carp, of course, from Paldea Evolved, the banger of the set. And an 8.5. By the way, this card is not an 8.5. The centering on it looks, the only thing about the card is the centering is a tad bit off on the front. You might be able to see that. So I'm actually gonna end up cracking it because I think it'll get 9 for PSA, truthfully. I don't know why this card got so low. I've really looked at it pretty hard and I haven't seen any dents or scratches on it. So we're gonna end up cracking this card and selling it as a single. Because I think right now this is 150, right? And then the single by itself, just the card, I think is going for around 190, 200 right now. So we're gonna show you the two aces, right? Both these cards are freaking gorgeous, by the way. Ace makes some of the coolest designed slabs ever. By the way, they're super high quality and they're super heavy in terms of PSA and CGC. They're very, very heavy. Okay, so let's start off with first an Ace 10 Iron Treads, Iron Threads. The SAR from Scarlet and Violet, and a 10, absolutely gorgeous card right here. Of course, see the Ace, everything Ace on the back. Absolutely gorgeous card. And then my favorite out of the two, we have the Chi-Yu EX. Absolute banger of a card right here. Especially with the Ace grading on it, it's just unbelievably gorgeous. Look at that. So both these will be at the Galveston show. And I'm very, very excited to see someone pick these up. Okay, now let's just get to the moment y'all been waiting for. Alright, I know if y'all are like, no, I like the other cards, blah, blah. You're bullshitting me. Don't lie to me. Okay? I get it. I know. So, PSA, right? Of course, the most liquid, movable grading company in the world. By the way, I sell my cards. It's been up 2 months. I would really enjoy them back, please. Okay, now that's being said, let's get into it. We have around, I don't know how much we have. We have a lot. We have a lot of PSAs to go through. And most of these, I think, are picked up pretty soon. We buy, sell, trade a lot, right? So inventory doesn't stay with us long, okay? The only connection I have is towards Gengars, and that's pretty much it, okay? I've been a fan of him since I was young. I'm not hyping him up, all right? He's the best. I even have a freaking statue in the back left. Yeah, it's a full-blown statue. I'll show you out there in the video, okay? But let's get into this first, okay? PSAs, we're bringing to the show. Like I said, mid, a little higher stuff, some lower stuff, Japanese, English. Let's get over it. Okay, probably the lowest of sort of modern stuff we have right here is the Umbreon. It's in a 7. Still a gorgeous card though. We have Sylveon, Japanese, and a 10. Absolute banger. We have the Glaceon V-Star from Crown Zenith. Absolute banger of a card right there. Look at that. And a 10. I just picked this up a few days ago, actually. Y'all know what this is. Wrestle Festivals, Sylveon, and a PSA 10. Absolutely gorgeous card. One of my favorite, actually. This thing is gorgeous. If it was in English, it'd be a lot higher, but it's still good. I think right now market's around 170, 180 on it. Don't quote me on that, but from market trends and whatever, it's gonna go a little higher. Hopefully it reaches that 200 mark. But if it doesn't, whatever. I'm excited about that card, truthfully. Next, of course, the Bulbasaur. Is this from Stellar Crown? Or am I tripping? Yeah, Stellar Crown. Yeah, the banger of Stellar Crown right here. Absolutely gorgeous. That boy's a plant. We have the tag team. Of course, the most hyped thing right now. Tag teams. Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. The trio right here. Absolutely gorgeous card. One of my most random favorite cards. I don't know why. I've had like 5 of these. Truthfully, I don't know why. The Skuntank. And PSA 10. I love it. I don't know why I do, but I do. Skuntank and Zigzagoon are probably my 2 like underdog Pokemon. You know, I end up picking those up anytime I can. There's not really a lot of like cool Zigzagoon cards, but you know. We have the Temple. Oh, sorry, it's not Temple Forces. That's in English. The Japanese Gengar that you can get in English from Temple Forces at 10. Very cool card. Love this card from him. We have a 1997 Gengar sticker. I don't exactly know why I put this in the case because this is one of the things I keep my personal. But we had some space, and if anybody really wants it, we'll probably let it go for a good price. To be honest with you. Some vintage, some more vintage stuff. We have a Dark Magneton and a PSA 6. Not too expensive, but you know, Team Rocket's releasing at the end of this month, so we thought I'd bring it out. You know. We have of course, the Dragonite right here. The PSA 8. This is from Fossil. Absolutely gorgeous. We have the Gardevoir. Japanese. Also, I need to redo the. Dang, this thing came off really bad. Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, this one needs a new 6 texture. Continue to the next set. Some more bangers for y'all. Oh, yeah, that's our banner for the show. We're gonna put on the table. So, yeah, you saw that. Here we go. The Dialga PSA 10. Look at that right there. Absolutely gorgeous. The Arceus PSA 10. Another freaking banger right here. The Palkia PSA 10. I know I do not have the guarantee right now. Okay. So you're expecting that. I wish it was true. We have the Wooper, Japanese exclusive. By the way, this is such a cool card. Japanese exclusive. You're not gonna see this in English. The Roaring Moon, Japanese. PSA 10. Just picked this up from a guy, a local guy in Friendswood, Texas. Just picked that boy up. We have a Ghastly, first edition, and a PSA 8. How gorgeous is that? It's so cool. I love this card. We have Lily's Rabombi and a 10. By the way, I just want to say something about this card. This card, not even a month ago, was $65. It's now $40. Okay. Then last, you have the Japanese exclusive Pokemon Gym card. Don't know much about this card. Okay, now we're gonna be showing y'all the singles that I'm bringing. There's a lot above me, so it's hard to see. I'm sorry. Should be kind of okay. I'm just gonna kind of give y'all a little showing real quick. Singles we'll be bringing. Like I said, mid to low. Of course, Alicia, base set Charizard, the Champ, Mewtwo Team Rocket, Poliwrath, love it. Another Poliwrath right there. Some newer gen stuff, Monkey Dory from Shadow Fable. Some older stuff, that's from Burger King. Some baby shinies, some vintage. The Ditto, another Gengar, baby shinies, Pokeballs. Don't know what that is. That's Still sealed, by the way. Ninja V. Look at that wheezing, by the way. How gorgeous that is. Or the vessel. I don't know why it's expensive as it is, but it is. I think it's playable, that's why. It's like a $40 card right there. $40, $50 card. Gengar VMAX. Mewtwo Strikes Back. That's a pre-release stamp Gengar right there for Lost Origins. Anything missing right now is kind of going insane, so we're bringing that. Some more Gengars. Sabrina's Ghastly, first edition. Mewtwo Fossils, Zapdos. So yep, that's what we're gonna bring in for singles. In terms of the case, I'm gonna show you all my business plan. The plan that doesn't really have a plan, but it gives me backing. It makes me feel really confident about what I'm doing because I have a backing and I have a goal, right? This is what kind of is working for me. This is what kind of makes me passionate about doing this, and hopefully you learn something from me. If you don't, or maybe you're just like staring at me or me looking stupid, cool, don't matter, don't. So let me get it to you. This is the board. This is the board of dreams right here. This is the board. Real quick, I'm gonna go over everything and kind of why I put this on this board right here, and it hangs up right next to my 3-monitor setup. I do have a 3-monitor setup. Don't know why I just flex like that, but I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. We're gonna go through it really quick, so that way I'll learn super bored and maybe learn something, or maybe I'm teaching myself again. One of those two. Investments. I started out with $2,000 in Pokemon cards. Just 2,000. 2,000 can get you a long way, especially when you're vendoring, because that $2,000 can go into things you can buy for 90, even 100% sometimes, right? If you go to card shows, you can get it for a little cheaper, maybe 90%, 95%. You can go a little cheaper than market price. But on vending, right, you take percentages on everything because you bought the table, you bought the inventory, you brought everything that comes into vending. I mean, there's so much things that go into vending that people don't even really realize, and they're just like, dang, you know, like this card costs $200, I'm getting 80%ed, now it's this, right? But vendors have to do something in order to make it worth it, right? If not, the table will be free, and you know the business side of things wouldn't do well, right? 80% is a very, very fair margin for anything. 70, 75%, you know, it just depends on where you're at and what you're trading or what the vendor wants. So for me, I started with $2,000 just in slabs and high quality singles. Now some of that went into grading for more profits, but I put $2,000 aside to start it, right? And from there you can scale, especially with vending. So that's where I started with that. Local Pokemon, that's buying things that you know will move. Do not buy a Caterpie, right, or something super niche like a Greninja and think it's gonna sell in a week. It's not. Okay, it will if you put it on eBay and sit there for 3-4 months, depending on what they're looking for, right? You might get some people that are like, hey, I'm looking for Greninjas, and you might have it, then you hit the jackpot, lucky day, sell it for way less than when you bought it for. Okay, just get it out. Next would be grading Pokemon. Pretty simple. If you're taking singles at a vending show or you're out at a card show and you see something that you think it will grade, I recommend sending it. I recommend getting everything that looks like it could be a 10 into a 10 because you scale your profits. Now you pay $20, depending on where you're at. For PSA, you're paying about $20 to send, upcharge if it's a higher card, but you'll make your money back as long as it gets a decent grade. Okay. Childhood collection. If you have a childhood collection, use that to your advantage. I had one and I ended up selling it for way less than what it was, like 30% to a card shop. It was a terrible decision. Awful decision, actually. Social media. Use internet presence to scale your business. We just started. I am on the back end of this, right? But I'm telling you what I should have been doing. And now I'm starting doing it. So it's on board. It's very important. Fairness. Make sure you give people a good deal, right? Like, don't be so stubborn about it. Profit's profit, okay? Do this and they will keep coming back to you. Do not lose money over you being stingy because you paid a little more for the card, okay? Hobby love. You have to love what you do, right? You have to love Pokemon, right? I've seen people and vendors vending Pokemon and didn't even know what half the Pokemon were, okay? To me, that's just a big red flag, right? You gotta love what you do, right? Team aspect. You can't do it alone. You just can't, okay? You have some help. In the beginning, you definitely can. But if you're trying to scale, be big, and do this full time, you need a team, okay? Next is content, right? It's just the fastest way to grow who you are, right? Your business is a brand, and you yourself are a brand. Okay, hit two birds with one stone. Passion. You have to be passionate about what you do, of course, right? You have to love it. You have to be passionate about it. Next is patience, right? Look, you're gonna have to do 100 shows. You're gonna have to post 100 videos. You know, this video might get 10 views, bro. Like, I don't care. It's patience. Okay? I have a plan, and I'm gonna follow it. Events. You have to go to events. You have to. I mean, unless you do the eBay route, TCG player route, you can do that as well. But events are the better way, in my opinion. Budget. You have to budget. Don't buy literally everything that comes to your table. Okay? You might need the inventory. I get it, but it goes back to the liquid Pokemon. Okay? Have a plan. Have a strategy. Know what you're gonna do about it. And then long-term goals. Set long-term goals. If you know, if you're not trying to scale and not trying to grow, then hey, it doesn't matter. You're doing it for fun. Hey, all the power to you, brother. But for me, I had really big long-term goals. I know what I want to do with it, and that's how I'm starting it. You know, we're gonna keep you updated, and we're gonna give you a lot more content, a lot more videos. Follow us on Instagram. It's the same handle. We're posting some slabs, posting a little bit of content here and there on there. But hey, we're gonna be going to the next level of things, right? So I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you watching. Really appreciate it. You know, listening to my BS, looking through my slabs, looking through my singles. We're gonna keep pumping it out for y'all, and man, hopefully all of you like it. That's really all I gotta say. I really appreciate you supporting me, supporting the business, and hopefully meet my team pretty soon, and see you at the convention May 24th, 25th in Galveston. Come see you.